So in today's video, we are going to discuss about what exactly is the house hacking is and how you can do it. There are certain strategies that you can do house hack, and most of those strategies are related to the first time home buyer. But there are sometimes investor also can do the house hacking. So without wasting time, let's just get started and discuss what are the various ways of the house hacking is. So house hacking is generally involves the purchase of the property as we normally do, but there is a catch over here that you are using that property to generate additional income to offset the mortgage cost. So the first strategy is buying the single family residential. Over here, the assumption is that you are living in a small family, either a bachelor or just couple without any children, and you have some extra spare room to rent it out. If that's the case, you can use this strategy and rent out the other rooms to generate additional income. Now it can be a few rooms in your house or it can be a basement that you can rent it out. So this is one of the method to use it. The benefit of this method is you're going to do just normal purchase and rent it out according to what your criteria, what your goal is. And it is cheaper than buying a multifamily property. Although there is some downside, that there is going to be a less privacy because now you're living with few people, so you're sharing your kitchen, you're sharing your living room, so and your washrooms too. So due to that, there is a less privacy that you have to find tenants frequently than renting out the whole property. So those are some of the disadvantage of this method. Now the second method is buying a multi-unit property. So this method is my second favorite among all the strategies that I'm going to discuss today. And a multi-unit property, you can buy either a duplex, triplex, or fourplexes, and you can live in one unit and rent out other units to generate additional income. Now, in many cases, it happens that the income that is generated from the other unit is more than the mortgage that you are paying for. So basically, that means that you are living mortgage free and essentially earning income from the property that you are living in. So that's a wonderful thing if you can do it. Only con with this property is that you have to come up with a larger down payment upfront, and also there is going to be higher maintenance and repair costs because now you're dealing with a lot of tenants. Now third one is building additional dwelling unit. Now this method is not much suitable to the first time home buyer, but it is definitely suitable for the investor who want to build a new unit on the property and get force appreciation of that property. So this method is a little bit tricky because first you need to check the zoning and the property size allowed to build additional unit. And also there is a lengthy process of the applying the permits, getting the permits approved from the municipality, and additional cost to build that unit. So those are some of the cons of this way, but there are some benefits such as you will get a separate unit, so more privacy for you. And also, since you build a new unit in the property, you are forcing the appreciation of the property value. Now, fourth one is house hacking with the creative space. So basically, what does that mean? That if you have any unused spaces like parking, a storage space that you're not using, a pool, a large backyard that you're not using, you can rent it out to other people for storing boats, RVs. So those things you can done to the property. Now, there are some pros that it does not require any investment because you are already purchasing the property, you're already living there. There's no extra effort from your side on that in terms of investment. And another thing that you're utilizing your space to its maximum, so you're getting more bang for your bucks. But there are some downside. Since you're storing other people valuable items or you are giving to other people, maybe renting out to other people for a pool party or an event planning, there is going to be a liability concerns along with it. So you may have to do your due diligence renting out your property to others. Another thing is it is has a low rental income potential. You will not get much income from it. It is just a nominal amount, and you have to be considerate about that. That it requires a lot of time and effort from your side to manage and plan everything if you try to do this one. So fifth one is creating a co-living arrangement. So it's basically creating a joint venture partnership with one of your friends or maybe a family members or group of people, and you can come up with how you are going to do the joint venture partnership. The benefit of this method is you share the mortgage expenses and the living expenses with other people, so it becomes easily manageable for you, and it also creates a communal environment in the house. One of the biggest disadvantage of this method though is that if joint agreements are not done properly, it creates larger problems at the end when times comes to the selling of the property or doing the maintenance of the property. Another one is as the same thing as single family residential, you will get that less privacy. So keep those things in mind before you execute this strategy. The sixth one is a little bit tricky, but it can be doable if it's done right. So that one is mixed use property. So you can buy a property which has a commercial and residential unit in it. The benefit of this method is that commercial rentals are always going to be higher than residential rental. So if you have a commercial tenants available on your property, essentially it will be going to pay down your mortgage, but there is also a downside of it. Finding those kind of commercial tenants a little bit time consuming and require a lot of effort. And another one of the downsides of this method is that you will require a significant higher down payment than buying a single family residential. So keep those things in mind before you jump into the mixed use properties. So last one is my personal favorite, and that is live-in renovation. So basically, you are living in the property which is older in nature, and you are doing the renovation along with your living arrangements. So you can do renovation kitchen. If the basement is not finished, you can finish that. If landscaping is not good, you can do those things. Floorings, painting, and other minor improvements, which improves the aesthetic value of the property. The pros of this one is that you also get some really good handy skills and real estate skill if you're doing this, but also you are forcefully appreciating the property. Only con that I so far do not like is that while you're living there, there's always going to be some kind of construction going on the side. So you have to keep those things in mind and you have to deal with those. So these are the various methods that we just discussed on the house hacking, like how we can do it. Definitely, some of the methods are really good, like Raven innovation or single family residential, but some of the methods are not that conventional. So it might not be for everyone. But if you want to know more about house hacking and if you want to know what kind of properties are eligible for house hacking and discuss more about the house hacking in general, you can reach out to me. There is a link in the description. You can book a call and we can discuss more about those things. Another thing, it will be really helpful. You can forward this video to your friend and family member and subscribe to my channel for further updates like this, which can be help you to achieve your goals. So that's it from me and see you until the next video. See ya.